have a question for some black men, because I know it's not all, so don't come for me saying she said all. I never said that, but I do have a question for some, specifically the black men who choose to date white women, because that is where I have seen it the most. But I was about to go into the store, right? There was a black man there. He was with a white woman. You could tell they were together. Okay. As I'm getting ready to come into the establishment, I'm right behind them. He holds the door for me. I said, thank you. He said, oh, you're very welcome. Okay. There was a black lady right behind me. He let that door go and slam in her face. And I looked, and I even said to him, I said, oh, that was very rude. And he said, what happened? I held the door for you. I said, yes, you did. I said, but why did you let it slam in her face? And he just kind of smirked and walked off. I have noticed that a lot of black men that specifically date white women like to treat black women horribly. And I will never understand that shit. I do not give a damn who you choose to date. You can date whatever fucking race of people you want to date. I don't give a damn. But why must you treat black women so horribly when you choose to date outside of your race? And I have seen this more than once, so don't tell me that was just him, because it's not. I have witnessed it, that when a black man chooses to date another race, he chooses to treat black women like trash. And that's the most ignorant shit I have ever seen in my life. I will never understand that. You have a right. You can have your preference. You can date whoever the fuck you want to date. This is a free country. Nobody said that. You can love whoever you want to love, but why must you just treat black women horribly when you choose to do that? That is the most insane thought process I have ever heard of. And I'm going to tell you right now, if I was dating a black man that specifically treated black women horribly, that specifically just degraded black women, talked down on them, that would be an automatic deal breaker for me, because why? Your mother is black. Your sisters, if you have them, are black. Your grandmother is black. Why would you do that? Just because you choose to date outside of your race never, ever, ever gives you the right to degrade black women. It's the most disgusting behavior I have ever seen, and I have seen it so many times, and I would love for someone to tell me why. Why do you do that? It's just sickening. Like, I just can't. I would say good day, but that just pissed me off, so whatever.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Look, don't judge me. I wanted sparkles, so I had to put on a filter, okay? I wanted to feel sparkly today. But forget all the sparkles. We about to get into why these black men, end up bashing black women when they don't have to. It's okay to have your preference. Have your preference. Like, we prefer us to know who you want to be with, so you can be with those people. But that does not mean you have to put down your own people. Because when white people, when they date other people, they're not bashing their own kind. And you don't have to. You can love somebody without hurting other people's feelings, especially from the people that you came from. So we're going to get into it. Let's get into these clips. And it's good to see y'all today on this good Monday. Have a sparkly Monday, y'all.
As a black woman, this is a problem I've never had to deal with. Shedding. So let me get this straight. When you leave a Caucasian out in the sun for too long, they start to shed.
Sucker, I am peeling. It's peeling. I'm not a snake.
Does it hurt to shed?
Oh, God. For the love of God, Socko. I ain't shedding. You're sick. What are you doing,
It's
Socko?
Anti-shed prevention. Here,
Can
let
you
me do
get
it.
away from me?
See, Dalton, this is why I tell you to wear lotion.
Socko, I don't need lotion. I don't get ashy like you.
At least I don't shed.
Socko, I'm not shedding. I got a sunburn of peeling.
Then wear sunscreen. I'm black and I know that.
You're a better Caucasian than me, aren't you, old girl?
White boy's been looking good lately. Don't tell nobody I said that. Now I'm trying to see what fine shit is talking about. The fine shit. Hold on, that's actually fine shit. Hold on. Wait, hold on. No, but for a serious note, I think with aging a little bit, like before when I was in high school, I was always a girl who was like blacks. Straight black, straight Negro, straight nappy beat a bead. Yeah, straight. Nothing more, nothing less, only that. But I think that past 6 months of my life, I have realized I don't have a preference anymore. Well, I'm not gonna say preference because people be using that word wrong. I would be open to date any man, like race-wise. Like he doesn't have to just be black, which is crazy because this is the thing with maturing. Not even maturing. I've been very mature. I guess this is the thing with just growth. This is the thing with like developing. This is the thing with growing in age and like, yeah. This is the thing with finding yourself, right? Yeah, because before you probably thought you knew yourself, and like obviously you get older and you realize, wait, I don't actually know myself as well as I thought I did, which is definitely how it's been life recently for me. I realized like, no, because it's not even about, I think the thing is, like, I've always thought any type of man could be attractive. Like, yes, I've thought white boys were attractive before. I never thought romantically like I would be with a white boy because they're white and because I feel like I might come off more dominant, right? Because I'm black, but the truth is it doesn't matter. So yeah, I don't know how to explain that. I don't know, but yeah, I'd be open to it. I'm even, and I'm gonna be honest, even I low-key do be liking the quirky nerdy white boys, y'all. Low-key. It's just because I've witnessed these few white boys on my TikTok that I've came across, like, who have pages and they're themselves on their page, and I'm like, you are actually quite nice. Like, you're cool. Like, there's nothing wrong with you. Like, sometimes you just judge outside, and maybe by like a brief seeing of them, you judge them. But there's no need. And let me tell you nothing too. When you get your hair done, don't be scared of them scissors. I wasn't gonna tell her to cut it all the way short, but she just did it so perfectly with like how she cut it. Like, look how it just naturally falls right here. And like, I'm gonna go with like a little brush and like brush my hair. And also I'm gonna give me some rollers, and I also have the little like overnight curls. I'm gonna try that. And then I'm also gonna have rollers. I'm gonna try that too. Just try different things to see like what I like best. And also if it is kind of straight, I can just use the thermal brush and like just have the ends. Like she chopped all the ends. I love it. She kind of basically layered all the ends. I love that because now if I have it straight, it'll still look a little like, cutesy with the bottom because I can use the brush and like, girl, don't be afraid of them scissors. Cut that hair.
So there's a whole bunch of black men getting on the app talking about, oh, the reason we don't date black women no more is the way that they're raised. An example would be a guy named I Am Truths 357 or something like that. He goes into the, it's the way y'all raised, stuff like this. Let me tell you something. Black men weren't raised to be providers nor leaders. And as a collective group, they're not providers nor leaders. Now, I just find that quite hilarious that we want to talk about the way black women are raised, but you don't want to talk about the way black men are raised when y'all come from these exact same broken households that your father ruined majority of the time. And y'all be trying to preach to women about what they should do and what they need to do. This is coming from a group of men who can't even provide the climate for a woman to be submissive and rest in her femininity. You don't provide that. You don't know how to love. You don't have any compassion. You don't have any empathy, sympathy, nor grace for your group of women. But yet, they're supposed to submit to a group of men who can't lead nor provide and complain about providing. Complain about everything. Always blaming them for all the problems. Hey, it's just, and all the reason that the community messed up is because the black woman ruined it. This is what black women are supposed to get with, bro. And let me tell you something. Men who get women, men who are married, men who know how to love and treat a woman right, do not get on the internet and complain about what black women, certain black women, that we have no business messing with are doing. If she's not a good woman, you don't get with that woman. What am I going to talk about the bad woman for? A man focus on what he wants and he go gets what he wants. We don't sit here making excuses and talk about the bad apples. But that's all they want to talk about. Oh, the bad black with the problem with the majority of the black. That's not the case. The majority of black women are not bad. But the majority of y'all men, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, you don't qualify for a good woman because if you did, you would have one. You would be talking about how much you love your wife, but you don't have one.
Well, hey, Jimmy. Hope that you get your 2 minutes of attention. You and so many other people in my comments spewing hate and racism, which, to be honest, I thought was dead, but y'all have really changed my mind on that. So let me give you and several other people on my comment section some little facts about myself. I am a single mom. I'm a single mom of 2 sons. but my children are white. What do you know? A white man walked out on his family for drugs. A white man. Whoever would have thought? Second off, I've never been on welfare. I'm not on welfare now. I don't get EBT. Nothing wrong with that for people who need it. I'm not in any way downgrading or putting anyone down. I own my own home. I own my own business. I have my own car. I'm a great catch. Y'all just don't do it for me. And the people on there calling me a mud shark, well, that one's new to me. I've never been called that one before, but y'all really outdoing yourself. And I love that you're giving me so much attention. It makes me feel like a queen. Next, to the girl on there, or male, who said that she pities my future. I pity your future, sweetheart. I pity the hate that you have in your heart. And actually, I'm looking forward to possibly seeing your grandbabies in the future. Be careful when you throw shade. Y'all are pathetic. Like, I've never in 35 years of my life saw people be so ignorant and so hateful. But y'all keep spewing hate because I keep getting paid. So keep on hating on me.
She is black.
And this woman seems to hang on every word.
It's just not how this family rolls.
You know what? All right, I gotta get my purse. It's all right. It's okay.
Okay. So let's just talk about children, okay? So let's talk about what children are going to experience in a family that's biracial.
I'm biracial, and I don't have any problems.
Thank you.
She's biracial, and she doesn't have any problems.
No problems at all.
No.
You don't see it as an issue, ever.
I fit in. The good part is I fit in everywhere. I fit in with the black kids and the white kids. She gets along great, and it's broadened her horizon and her views, which has helped.
But you do understand, people can be mean, and I really want the best for my grandchildren.
People are mean for a lot of other reasons besides race, and you can't protect them from that either.
Whenever a white boy tries to talk to me, the first thing I ask them is, does your family know that you like black girls? The question, it was never, do you like black girls, okay? You talking to me right now. Does your family know? Because I'm not trying to be, some little canon event in your family's life. I'm not trying to be that. I'm not trying to be the first any motherfucking thing. I'm not trying to pave the way. No. Okay? We have other first people. I'm not trying to do all that. So, yeah. No.
Once upon a time, there were two black men. One named Telvin, the other one named Christian. Both known for praising their snow queens while putting down black women in the process. Both slain by said snow queens. One with a bullet, the other with a knife. And once again, social media is split as to how to respond. Rest in peace, or you brought this on yourself. Now look, I don't have a problem with black men dating white women. I really don't. It's 2025, love is love, and as far as I'm concerned, swirl it up. What I will never understand, though, is why some black men feel the need to put down the black woman in the process. When in fact, did you not come from a black woman? In the eternal words of Tupac Shakur, got your name from a woman and your game from a woman. So why do we take from our women? Probably some internalized self-hate that we don't have time to unpack today, church. But back to our story. One claims that it was an accident. The other claims that it was self-defense. Now, are they telling the truth? Likely not. And it almost seems like a poetic tragedy when the thing that you prize above all others ends up doing you in the end. When they realize that with some tears, a concocted story, and a prejudicial legal system, they could probably get rid of you and get away with it. Now, y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what you think about this situation, and we'll talk later. Once upon a time, there were two black men. One named Telvin, the other one named Christian. Both known for praising their snow queens while putting down black women in the process. Both slain by said snow queens. One with a bullet, the other with a knife. And once again, social media is split as to how to respond. Rest in peace,
or you brought this on yourself. Now look, I don't have a problem with black men dating.
Oh, and this is y'all's response concerning this, then y'all truly don't deserve black men. So what do you mean we don't deserve? This black man tweeted and posted to his Facebook so many anti-black women posts. He literally said that he would rather have sex with a dog than to sleep with a black woman. And he specified that the dog had to be white. He said he loved playing in the snow. His brother got up there and called us all types of raggedy black bees, and he wouldn't be with us either. He understands why his brother didn't want to be with none of us. And we're supposed to put our bodies on the front line. We're supposed to use our voices for men that treat us like this. No, we're not doing that anymore. We've been doing it for centuries, for generation after generation. We've been literally on the front line protesting with y'all, yet we get no grace. Y'all, a lot of y'all, not all, but a lot of y'all as a collective literally will see us getting berated, degraded, called racial slurs, attacked, accosted by men of another hue of complexion. And I've made a video about a situation like that, and y'all was in the comments heavy saying, we don't owe y'all nothing. We don't have to protect y'all. Y'all think y'all got attack dogs, blah, blah, blah. Because another black man literally participated by repeating said racial slur and laughing about it. So y'all get to treat us any type of way, yet we're still supposed to sacrifice our bodies potentially and use our voices, use our resources to help you. No, we will speak up for those who deserve it. Carmelo Anthony, that young teenager that was defending himself, I made plenty of videos. I've literally been going back and forth. I still get comments, hate speech, and all types of stuff because I did use my voice for him. But I'm not going to use my voice for black men that literally disrespect the wombs that he come from. I'm not going to do it. And how come so many black men are silent? Where y'all at? I don't see no black men saying anything. Why y'all not protesting for y'all fellow brethren in them? Why? I don't see no black men making any content going viral over Hannah Cobb not getting convicted, not having the charges dropped after unaliving her black boyfriend. Where is the black men at? Y'all are dead silent. That speaks volumes. And it's because if this was a woman that was a different hue of complexion, if she looked like me, if she had melanin like me, y'all would be up in arms. But for some reason, it's some type of spell, some type of root, some type of MK Ultra y'all are under when it comes to these women. Y'all ain't got shit to fucking say. Instead of you saying that this is dead wrong about what happened, you sitting up here talking about black women not deserving black. So the white women still deserve black men, even though they unalive y'all. It's a sickness. A lot of you motherfuckers are sick. Because look at how you even try to reverse this and make it about black women not deserving black men. Yet the white woman that literally took his life and got off still deserves him though, right? Spread love, it's the Brooklyn way. This is y'all.
One thing for certain, two things for sure. Majority of y'all black men, y'all love devaluing black women until y'all need them. Whether that's for their body or you need them financially. Whatever the situation is. Y'all motherfuckers don't have that same energy when you need the black woman. But just as soon as you feel like you're in a position to where you don't need that woman no more, now she this and now she this. Y'all niggas need to get some nuts and go back to the drawing board and regroup. Because y'all got the game fucked up. Ain't nothing better. When I say nothing, I mean ain't nothing better than a black woman that knows who she is, confident, walking in her motherfucking purpose, or just her own motherfucking crown, and can goddamn stand with the best of them. Yeah. So put some respect on these women name, man, and stop devaluing women, man, because you came from the very black woman that you disrespect on a day-to-day basis. Put that in your motherfucking coffee mug and drink it. For sure. Free game.
Hey, I got a question for all the black men out here, and I just need to know this. And me personally, I'm not the type to tell y'all what to date, what color to date, or who to date. But why when y'all get money, the first thing y'all go do is go get a whole nother race that don't really even want you. And then when y'all fall out, they take everything from y'all. Then y'all go look for the black woman to rebuild y'all up when y'all down. Then get mad when they don't want to take y'all back. But like I said, it ain't all white women. But some of them white women, they be out to get y'all ass. And y'all fall for it every fucking time. And I be sitting here thinking like, a woman that got money would never reach for a black man that ain't got shit. Only time you see a woman that got money dating a black man is when he got money. That's the only time. But other than that, y'all ass really don't mean shit to them. So why is it when y'all get money, y'all go straight to them? then the relationship don't even last for a whole year or 2 years. The max probably be 2 years. Then they bankrupt y'all, take all y'all money, take the house, the kids, and everything. Now y'all at broke as hell.
What's the most disrespectful thing a black guy has ever said to you as a black girl?
Honestly, there were so many that like it was so hard to choose, but I guess I'll choose this one because it had a profound effect on my self-esteem. So there was this black guy that I met and he worked at a fast food restaurant and he wanted to get to know me, so I gave him my number and I told him that I wanted to get to know him face to face. I didn't want to be like texting buddies. So we met up before he had to go into work and like we were in his car talking and that's all it was. He tried to kiss me and touch my cat, but I had left because I felt very uncomfortable. So after that I unadded him from like my contacts and I was through with him. And he texted me later on and asked me why I hadn't been talking to him. And I was like, oh, you know, you make me feel very uncomfortable. And he was like, shut your bitch ass up. Like, you're just dark and ugly. Like, I was just using you anyway to get some puss from you because dark girls always give pussy up. Honestly, you're ugly as fuck. I wouldn't get with a tar baby like you. And he's actually darker than me. And he just went on to talk about how my complexion is, like, seriously ugly and like doo-doo. So that hurt a lot.
And I don't know who need to hear this or whoever this may concern, but leave black women the hell alone. You heard it from me. Leave them the hell alone, man. Leave them women alone. They ain't did nothing to y'all. And I'm tired of coming on this app every other day and y'all got something to say about them. Leave them alone. Keep their name out of their mouth. Better yet, don't even breathe near them. If you see them coming, hold your breath. You will not bully, degrade, or put down the women that literally held our DNA till today. If it wasn't for the black women, there would be no black man. Now see, this happens when you give a person an inch or a centimeter. They gonna take the whole damn ruler. And I know you guys were getting your little kikis and your little kakas, but y'all can let that trend die now. Y'all done lost y'all everlasting mind. Now everybody say it with me like a choir. Leave black women out of our mouth. Amen.
So I was just tagged in this post where there were some black men saying they prefer white women because white women are more chill than black women. And here's the thing. I just find it so funny how y'all call black women angry when y'all are the ones that make them angry. Black women aren't born angry. And on top of that, if so many black women are angry, are y'all not curious to why? Anyways, the thing is, so many people think that black women act out and have an attitude and have this and have that while completely negating that white women show the same thing. Well, white people as a whole, they have different ways of showing it. Sometimes they're very irrational. But the thing is, the white privilege will always, no pun intended, cloak the actual angry white person that they really are trying to exhibit. And when I tell you they can do the harshest of the most violent, of the most cruel things and still get defended, and somehow people will never refer to them as an angry white person, angry white woman, or angry white man. I think that's funny.
You know, dark-skinned women, I don't really like dark-skinned women. Like, they look funny beside me.
So instead, he dates dark-skinned men.
If you are a white woman and you are dating, in love with, married to a black man, I want you to listen up. There are certain things that you need to know. And I don't think this is spoke about enough. But the most dangerous thing in this world are the tears of a white woman. And if you truly love the black man that you are with, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, including protecting him from yourself. And what do I mean by that? My son was dating a white woman. My son is biracial. They got into an argument in public, and she started to scream and cry. And my son immediately left the scene. She was outraged. She couldn't believe my son left. My son left because my son knew that if he stayed there and this woman was crying and screaming at him, a black man, there was not going to be any questions asked. He was going to be thrown to the ground. He was going to go to jail. It was not going to be any questions asked because this white woman was crying and screaming about him. Now, I'm sure this female may have been hurt. Her feelings was hurt. She was a little emotional. However, when you are dating a black man and you're a white woman, you need to understand that sometimes your fucking feelings and your emotions have to take a fucking back seat to not cause harm to the person you are dating, that you love, that you are married to. And I'm not telling you that if you are truly in fucking danger, not to get help. But if you're just emotional, you're just pissed off, and you want to scream and hoop and holler, in public is not the time. Because that can turn out very deadly for the black man that you claim to love so much, whether you realize it or not. If you were just dating a white man and you were yelling, nobody would really pay any attention to that shit. But when people see a white woman and a black man and you're screaming, all hell will break loose. Because when white women cry, everybody responds. Even if the shit is stupid, even if it's frivolous, even if it's a lie. The most deadliest thing in this world are white women tears. I have said this time and time again, and I learned this very, very early in life. I grew up in the projects. I was raised by two wonderful black women that helped my mother raise me. So I know what I have witnessed, what I have experienced, and I know for a fact of what I speak. I learned very early in life that I could be a voice for my friends and my family because people would listen to me far more than they would listen to them. And if you listen to anything I have ever said to you on this app, if you are a white woman and you are dating a black man, you are in love with a black man, you are married to a black man, you need to know that you need to have his back and protect him at all costs, even if it is protecting him from you. Handle that shit at home if you are not in danger.
Well, we saw all the little interracial relationships and then the relationships with, people of the same race and how they feel about it. And everybody, of course, because everybody has their own feelings and opinion, has a different thought about it. And the one that I agree with is if you're going to be in an interracial relationship, and it's for the white women, like the lady said, all that crying out in public, that's going to have to stop. Because if you care about this man like you say you do, meaning you need to know the history or his background or at least how his world works when you guys leave the house. So when y'all in home, okay, fuss. Do what y'all got to do. It's a regular relationship anyhow. But even then, y'all have neighbors, so you still going to have to keep it to a minimum because you don't need them being called on you. Like, at the end of the day, we have to have awareness. And like she said, white women tears they're lethal. So I like that she said that and pointed that out. Like, that's important if you're going to, consider being in this type of relationship. The other young lady, hey, she likes to know if do your parents know if you date black women? That's important because the family is going to play a big part on your relationship, especially if they're not fooling with the person you're with. That's in any relationship. So think about racism involved. That is going to be something that's a hurdle people normally not going to want to have to deal with. Now, most people will do it if they're willing and loving that person like they say they do. They're going to take those steps. But, let's just ask questions before. I think that was a great tip. Like, ask questions before, because I think that'll save you a lot of hurt in the long run and leaving a bad taste in your mouth just for certain situations. But Y'all heard what I had to say. Not nothing much more that I'm gonna say because I ain't trying to get canceled on this YouTube. Y'all know how y'all be doing out here. But anyway, I want to know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all in an interracial relationship. Let me know if you ever been in one. Let me know if you're married. If you're willing to date someone outside your race. I want to know what you think. You know, I'm with it all. As long as you're happy and not bashing anyone else, do what you do because this whole world is made for us to play in. You know. But let's not play each other. Y'all have a good day.